Oh, so y'all don't get confused. Jake that Tiffany was messing with was Jake Hardiman, not Jacob Jones. Not yet, anyway. She messed with Jacob Jones later when me and her first split up. She was trying to mess with an old friend to upset me. It didn't work. I laughed. But anyway, this Jake, it was right after me and Tiff started dating, and she went to 4th of July party at my house. And my Aunt Lisa happened to be there, which didn't like Tiffany because she had a history with my cousin and my brother that I didn't know about yet. I didn't know. I knew she lived in the trailer park with my aunt because her dad did, and my aunt didn't like her because of her attitude, her being at her house, and my aunt told her to get off her porch, and Tiffany gave her some type of attitude. My aunt didn't like her because of that. Anyway, um, my aunt was in the house. Tiffany was out on the front porch. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna walk in and talk to my aunt. I'll be right back." And she said, "Okay." So I go in. I'm in there maybe 15 minutes. Talk to Aunt Lisa. Aunt Lisa's fine, you know. She she just don't like the girl. So we're cool. I go back out front, and Tiffany's gone. Okay, I have no clue where she's at, how the hell she got out of there so quickly. Come to find out later, she had called her cousin Philip to come pick her up, and she went to a different party and ended up staying the night with a dude named Jake. Ended up getting kicked out of his room by his girlfriend in the middle of the night. Yeah. Then she tries to play it off that, it was all innocent. Yeah. Oh, I know. I ignore a lot of red flags for people I shouldn't have. And this is what I meant by benefit of the doubt because I would bring this up to them and be like, "You realize, dude, me and you can't be anything if you're going to be doing stuff like this." And what do I get? "Oh, it was a mistake. I'm sorry. We didn't do anything. I just laid in the bed next to him." Then why would what? That's not what everybody is saying that was there. Everybody there is saying that you left with your clothes in your hand, not on your body. So, I mean, these people have no reason to lie, and there's 15 to 16 of them saying the same thing. So, what do you expect me to believe? Well, you can believe them or me. I let it go. I did not believe her, but I let it go. And I reminded her, this is the talk we had in Walmart parking lot. Remember that talk? Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, okay. This is the crazy shit I told you I didn't want to be a part of. I told you, if this is what you wanted, tell me now. You can go on your way. We will not even talk about this at all. And I didn't really say it like that. I just said that I know she's almost, 18 in December, and that, one, she's young as hell. She's going to be wild as shit. And even though we're close in age, I don't want anything to do with that. I really didn't. And my dumb ass fell for every damn thing that I shouldn't have fell for. Yeah, her mom and her didn't have a problem with us dating until she got caught with Jake. And then all of a sudden they go to the police station in town and try and put statutory rape charges on me. Now, this guy, Jake, is like 10 years older than me. Okay. My brother is like 3 to 4 years older than me. And that's what they tried to use, statutory rape. Even though Tiffany was over 17 and a half, which technically makes her an adult. She was also emancipated from her mother, which also makes her an adult. Yes, she was living at the apartment with her mother and her brother, because her brother had an apartment right next to her mother in the same complex. So he had his own place, she had hers. She mainly stayed with her brother. Every once in a while, she would stay over at her mother's. Both apartments were a one-bedroom apartment. Neither one of them were suited for Tiffany to be there in the first place because Tiffany was always left with somebody else to take care of, or for somebody else to take care of. Her mother had only been in her life for 6 years total since she was born. Yes, this is all stuff I gathered afterwards. I didn't know all that at first. And yeah, I tried everything I could to get this girl to leave me alone. I was just hanging out with my buddy Tony, which was her brother. We went to school together. He was my age. And Dale, which was a boy that was a little bit younger than us. He was more my cousin Chris's age, but he went to the same school and we ran in some of the same circles when we were younger, same communities. Not really same people, but kind of. As in, I knew a lot of the same people he ran with, but there was a reason I didn't run with them. They got into shit I didn't want to get into. I didn't knock what people did. I just kept my nose in my own business, if you know what I mean. Unless they were hurting people, then it was different. But yeah, this is what this girl did. Hunted me down for over 3 months, begged me, stalked me, freaking tried everything she could. Then when she finally gets me, this is what she does. Yeah. And what about the time you and Willie had to talk and sneak off? What about that time, huh? Yeah, you don't tell people how you used to wake up with breakfast in bed, flowers every day, freaking us goofing off and having a good time. Yeah, you don't tell anybody about that. You also don't tell anybody how I was just your teammate. I wasn't somebody that tried to force you to do anything. That's why you were able to pull all this stuff off. Because I never forced you on nothing. I just told you what the reality of it was. You got to choose completely on your own. That's how you were able to pull all this stuff off. And that's the thing. You don't have the integrity or the balls to tell the truth. You know damn well you knew what was going to happen to these kids. You know you were behind it. And you also know that you were going to be the main payee. That's how your mom charmed you up on trying to do it. And she was not the only one. Worst of all, you involved little David when he needed a lot of guidance because of the bullshit that you already put in his head. You're never going to admit to that either. I don't need you to. The man upstairs already knows. He knows what was in your heart, in your head, everything that you did. You know what you did. These people may never know what you did. They weren't there with you. I was. And I see that you're trying to act like you moved on and I'm just some crazy person that, can't get over the fact of what happened. You damn right I can't. And you know damn well you made this move just so this would be happening. The kids even said it. You knew damn well I would be hunting you for justice until you got it. You knew it. And guess what? That's another part of BPD. You try to find a way to make these people hooked to you so they keep giving you the attention that you want, whether it be good or bad. And that way you can use it. And that's what you've done. That's how you got the house that you got, or you would have never got it. By lying and putting peace orders up saying that you were abused when you were not. Even Kirsten told the cop that you were lying. That's why you took them to your mother and went to the courthouse by yourself to do the peace order. That's why they're not in it as witnesses, even though they were old enough to be witnesses. You already had Nikki waiting at the school. You had that planned that day. You knew exactly what you were going to turn that day into. You were mad because I didn't want you. And once again, something that is widely known about a lot of females, accountability, and what they do is they try and push it off on somebody else because they do not have the backbone to admit what they did wrong. That's the difference between a man and a woman. Most women will never have that backbone. Most men, as long as they're not an immature male, they will tell the truth. And just because they play with Nerf guns doesn't mean they're an immature male. Do they take care of their responsibilities? Do they stand on business? Do they do what they're supposed to do? Do they live a life and morals as what a man should? Yes. Then they are a man. They don't have to have money. They don't have to have big, rich material things. It's all in the way they carry themselves and how they go about their life. Just like with anybody else. Class does not equal coin. Never has. People associate class with money because that's what commercials do to you. They make you believe that if you buy their product that you have class or you're with the classy group. That is a brainwash technique, y'all. Who has ever bought something that is name brand and automatically became in the celebrity life? Nobody. Right, you were tricked. Yes, I'm bringing up something I can laugh at to get my mind out of that negative space where it has to go because these kids matter. Whether they're here or not, what happened to them matters. And I'm not just a lazy ass parent that's going to sit there and be like, oh, well, everybody believes this. I'm just going to give up. No. Tiffany, you know better. I won't stop speaking about this until the day I die. And I already know that you had that planned. Did it work? No. You remind me of a Democrat. Start all kinds of chaos, get the spotlight shined your way, and you want to take out all the witnesses. Yeah, but you're innocent. Yeah, okay. You're not innocent, and you will not get away with this. There's a reason why I'm saying you're a part of it, and it's not by coincidence. David was a part of it. He's the one that started the situation that night. That's why your mother looked over her shoulder in the vehicle. Then she had complete control of the vehicle from then on, and there was nothing in a roadway obstructing at all but a truck that she tried to hit twice. Yeah, I watched it. This is all due to because a kid was acting psychotic towards his brother and sister for no reason, and you would do nothing about it. You knew you were going to use it. The kids even told on you in the video, saying that you were going to put them in a dangerous situation to get them hurt and get me in trouble. They said that you were going to manipulate my family and friends before and after. And they said it multiple times. That was just a time that I caught it on video. There were also multiple videos before that. Even Kirsten didn't want to come home to you because she was scared. You turned it into fake kidnapping. Bullshit. I would never do that. If they were safe, you had no problem, and you knew that.